This is the JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe.
Is this our first newscast?
It is.
Oh, no. Why start now?
Well, we need some content for the podcast, my bro.
Part of my tough stance on immigration, Taco Tuesdays will be changed to Pizza Thursday.
Hey.
I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella, and patchouli. I like pizza with salami, extra cheese, and oregano. I like pizza with tomato. I like pizza. We like pizza. We like pizza in the morning. We like pizza every day. We like pizza in the evening. We like pizza anyway. I like pizza, pepperoni, mozzarella.
Okay, happy Pizza Thursday,
Deal.
you sons of bitches.
Yeah, you know who you are.
This is weird. Pete Davidson?
Oh, ooh, creeper.
Oh, you don't like him?
He's got weird eyes. But he's funny. He's great at the roast. I love him at the roast.
Kim Kardashian is so sexy. Her butt is like a big mountain of pudding.
Well, him and Kim K been kicking it, dude.
I'm a real person inside, not just a big butt.
I didn't know he peed on people.
So apparently after they shared the kiss on SNL, that was it. Kim K is intrigued by Pete Davidson. So he arranged a private rooftop dinner.
Oh.
Yeah, in Staten Island. The romantic dinner went down at Campania's Tuesday night, which is a coal-fired pizza spot known for their slices and their pasta. Kim Kardashian don't eat no carbs.
His eyes make him look ill or something. You know, like black rings around his eyes. It's like a
He's
weird...
got allergies or something.
Oh, no, it's more than that.
He's tired.
Whatever. I think it's like a vitamin D deficiency or something. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong.
According to TMZ. Dun, dun, dun.
I don't dislike him. The combo here is very strange.
Very strange.
Yeah.
But then again, remember, isn't her sister dating Travis Barker? Also a strange combo.
Right.
So, whatever. Maybe now they're into weird dudes. According to TMZ. Dun, dun, dun. The sneaky and confusing pair.
I don't think
Exactly.
I don't want Kanye's sloppy seconds.
Oh, wait.
Oh, sorry, I screwed that up.
They entered the back door of the restaurant.
Yeah, nice code.
Go ahead.
He's totally boning her.
They didn't have any security with them. They quietly were able to sneak in and out. It was just the two of them.
But I mean, won't a comedian like Pete, won't he see through crap, though, the drama of the Kardashians? It's like, are you kidding me? I'm out of here. Unless he likes big boobs.
But Kim's not an idiot.
I'm going to drink through this entire newscast. Do you mind?
She's pretty bright. As much as I hate to say it. Are you going to law school? No, you ain't. So shut up.
I'm having a cocktail.
Yeah, at 8 in the morning. So I don't think you're in a position to judge anybody
I'm
here.
joining the law firm of Tom DeFuck, Fred Swizzle law firm. Give us a call.
If Fred starts going by Fred Swizzle, I'm going to be so honored. I can't even stand it. Anyway.
Mrs. Dufek and Mrs. Swizzle ought to be so proud of their husbands. They've really accomplished some things.
Source told Page 6 at the time that they were just friends hanging out, but days later, an insider said Kim was intrigued by Davidson.
Can I float a theory?
Oh, God, can I get through this frickin' story?
Oh, yeah, go.
Christ's sake.
No, I'm going to float my theory.
Fine.
Skinny guys have huge wangs. No, it's true. I've watched, weirdly, I've watched enough porn. I mean, if you want to see a hot chick, there's a guy in there, so I don't think I'm like gay.
Why do you think I always dated skinny skater dudes?
Dude, it's true. They have abnormally large wangs. So there could be that.
Or maybe it just looks bigger because they're skinny.
No, I don't think so. It could be a thing. I don't know. I might be wrong, but there's like a trend, like a porn trend. Oh.
Good luck on your research today, folks.
Well, you're coming with. We are going to the library. No, go ahead. Who else has he dated? I mean, does he have a track record of?
Wasn't he with Ariana or one of them?
I think I date Kim Kardashian. I don't care how stupid.
Duh.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I would.
Yeah.
I think I'd let her jet pick me up in Madison and take me to L.A.
I'd do anything she told me to do.
Yeah, I probably would.
Pete Davidson's past girlfriends. Carly someone or other.
Successful guys.
David. Ariana Grande.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah. Kate Beckinsale.
He looked healthier with Adriana. Successful men have a lot going for them. I'll say that.
What would you know?
Were you looking at me? Wow. There's only two of us in here. Wow. There's a shot.
You can count to two. We got that.
There's a shot.
All right. Anyway, Ye, upset about photos that went viral of Pete and Kim holding hands on a roller coaster.
Oh.
So get ready for him to go off the frickin' rails.
Yep.
Good thing him and Marilyn Manson and Bieber are hanging out.
Didn't he have a drinking
support system? Pete Davidson?
Yeah.
I feel like he had a substance problem of some sort. And some depression issues. Remember he had like vague suicide threats on Instas.
I thought he checked himself in for 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think he has some mental health problems. Which, who the hell doesn't? Anyway, okay, now, update on this Pete's Pthursday. Remember I had, and maybe you don't remember, the story in the Sound Lounge with Dad about the guy, Adrian Shan, complained about the ketchup bottle at a Pizza Hut because it said shake, squeeze, and squirt. Have another cocktail, asshole.
I think I will. I think I'll sit back and relax.
Anyway, he wanted an apology from Pizza Hut because he said that it had sexual connotations. It sounded like an app for swingers, just because the damn ketchup bottle said shake, squeeze, and squirt.
Oh, yeah.
So, Pizza Hut did apologize to him, and buckling that I never saw coming.
What?
I know. I can only apologize if you were caused any offense or upset on your recent visit to our hut. Please know, it is not our intention to make any of our guests feel uncomfortable. The wording on our ketchup is not meant to cause offense, and sorry if it was interpreted this way.
I think it was like a low-level staffer apology.
Yeah, maybe. This has been the labeling of all ketchup bottles in our restaurants for some time now. I can only apologize if it's impacted the enjoyment of your meal.
It's a tic-tac person trying to get famous.
Dude, TikTok?
Yeah, that's what I said.
Oh, boy.
I would have said go F yourself.
Oh, yeah. I would have said go F yourself in 14 different languages to him because I'm a cultured bitch. Anywho. There ought to be a logo. You know the NBA logo? Is that Rick Barry? You know, with a profile. I don't know.
Out of a logo of a guy grabbing his junk in a profile that corporate can send out.
Mm-hmm.
Like a, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, watch this. Like a side of me grabbing my junk. Does that convey that F off?
Sure. Wouldn't a more effective logo just be the middle finger?
Or that.
It's a brainstorming session. It's fine. No ideas are bad ideas.
Whenever Tom the Fuck comes in, my sweatpants come off. might be wrong. I don't know.
Leave Tom DeFuck out of this.
Well,
okay.
He's married. It's not weird. For now.
Oh, God. Can I shut your mic off? Is there any way I can do that?
No.
I'm trying to help you.
This is the beauty of me being in charge. You're powerless.
Help me help you.
Of course, you can always walk away and never come back. We got that going for us.
Okay, so remember the guy from Papa John's?
Oh, my God. It's the longest pizza newscast ever.
Well, I told you I
right.
needed content.
What's up?
Remember the Papa John's guy, Schnatter, that dropped the N-bomb at the staff meeting? Right, and
The
had
original,
to step down.
the owner.
Yeah,
the original guy.
Greasy, sweaty guy.
Yeah, always, yeah, right.
Always had a sheen.
Yeah.
Very uncomfortable.
Right.
Well, he's on the TikTok machine, and he's, I guess it says here, showing off his vast wealth on TikTok.
I feel like Shaq is going to buy the whole company and just be done with it.
Oh, that would be great.
Yeah.
So he recently bragged about trying, testing 800 Papa John's pizzas in 18 months.
Wait a minute. Is he still in a minority owner?
I don't know if he's still the
I thought they kicked his ass
I thought
out of
he
there.
was all the way gone.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah.
Unless he's got some clause.
Or like a small percentage of stock still or something.
Right.
Yeah, because, I mean, he had that 2014 sexual harassment suit, and then the big old N-bomb. But he did tell that, what's the news network? The OANN, that he's been trying to get the N-word out of his vocabulary. Good for you, dude. Good for you. My chihuahua.
Is it that hard?
But if you want to see, I mean, he's supposedly a victim, quote unquote, of cancel culture, but he's still got $500 million in the bank, a personal helicopter.
Oh, yeah.
Come on.
I saw his house. It's impressive.
Oh, yeah. So, I mean, I would not shed a tear for him.
Just makes me pine for Pizza Pit. How many Pizza Pits we got left open? I ask you this every time.
I don't know. There's a Pizza Pit out in Lake Mills. What?
Yeah, I know there's a few. Hanging on.
There's a bunch.
So much pizza in this town.
There's so much pizza to choose from. I can't even with it. I mean,
But it's great.
You could try different pizza all the time. Near East, Far East, Monona, Cottage Grove, and McFarley Wood. Oh, my God, that was whiskey. Anywho. There you go. Happy Pizza Thursday. Slam in your new Sam and IBH.
How much I want pizza right now.
Stop gazing at me like that. It's like
So look, I feel like I've drank enough that you look like a giant slice of pepperoni.
I'll show you some pepperonis.
That's not on the menu at Pizza Pit.
It sure ain't.
I plugged Rockies the other day. I hadn't had a Rockies in a year.
Yeah.
I was in Delafield, and we had a Rockies. I will repeat my grievance. They didn't have cheese, the cup of cheese with the breadsticks. And if Rockies wants to get back on a good tip, they got to have that as an option. We had to have our DoorDash guy stop at Quick Trip to get us cheese. And I'm telling you, dude, that is something I'm going to air out. And the pizza was, I forget how great Rockies is. That sausage is the heavenly sausage from the hand of God's knife. That sausage is cut.
Just stop talking.
What a complete waste of cyberspace. The JJO Morning Show Podcast.
Workman's relief for whatever the holidays throw at you. Like THC products derived from legal hemp to help you relax and celebrate. Apple spice, pumpkin spice, candy cane, and gingerbread. Place your holiday order today at workmansrelief.com.
Johnny and D, nowhere but JJO.
You know, we're here with Trixie and our Pick Six. Tom DeFuck was telling me an interesting story on how Youngblood was born. Give me the 2-minute version of that.
So Billy, who's one of my partners, and I, Billy'd been in beer sales for a long time. I'd been serving his beer for a long time. He was kind of disillusioned with selling other people's beer and wanted to, he was basically complaining to me at over cigars and drinks at Maduro, which is just literally on the backside. I mean, if we exit our alley, we can see their door.
Favorite bar downtown.
It's amazing. So we were just kind of like having drinks, having some cigars, and he goes, "Man, I don't know how much longer I can sell other people's beer for." And I was like, "Well, what do you want to do?" He's like, "I think I want to start a brewery." And I said, "So, you want to start a brewery?" And those are like famous last words because we were like 4 or 5 drinks in at that point.
Right.
The fog
how much you got? $22. How much you got?
That's how all the good ideas start, though.
We woke up the next day and it was like, "Are we doing this? Okay, here we go."
We signed a contract with each other.
It all started one night at Maduro.
Oh, that's so cool, dude. So cool. Last time I had a chili vodka last time I was down there smoking a stogie. I had never had a chili vodka before. They make really good cocktails down there.
They do. They're
doing a
great.
good job
It's
mixing
such an
them.
OG place. I mean, it's such a awesome spot.
Get yourself a Romeo Petite and a chili vodka. Fred, what are you doing over there? You're getting crazy.
So
over
we're just, it goes to show, and Tom and I have talked about this numerous times, it goes to show that you can do something as simple as regarnish a cocktail and change it completely. So what I've just built for you is a gin and tonic, garnished the way that we would garnish. And again, it's kind of a throwback. People, the minute you explain why you would put orange and mint as your garnish in our gin and tonic with the Death's Door gin, Death's Door gin only has, obviously, juniper, but it's also got coriander and fennel. And Blue Moon did one thing for the world, which was show people that if you had coriander in your beer, you garnished with that orange slice. Orange helps you find the orange notes of coriander that come out, and the mint helps you find the cooling parts of fennel. And that fennel comes in at the very end and it cools it out. And it's one of those, if you put this in a tall Collins glass and you push it across the bar, it's one of the sexiest drinks out there just because of the way it's garnished.
Wow, the sexy factor is huge. How do you feel about this cocktail?
Completely agree. I think people overlook garnish sometimes. Is just like it works aesthetically, but the best garnishes like make you want to drink it because it looks good, but then also aromatically help you bring out different things in the cocktail. And Fred, I mean, exactly. It's like they know how to do this or something.
It's like we're experienced.
But it's totally right. I mean, those notes that are in the gin are completely accentuated by these, the garnish in here.
Yeah.
And garnishing clear cocktails is difficult for sometimes because you have to do something more because there's nothing going on in the drink.
There's nothing to paint on.
It's really nice.
So,
As opposed to putting a mini cheeseburger on a stick in a Bloody Mary.
Yeah, exactly.
It's a different class.
that is.
Do you have one?
Bartender, there is a Bloody Mary in my burger.
Yeah, wonderful. I never in a million years would have put an orange in here. But
Right.
you're right. You get all those tones coming through.
Yep.
And you saying the Blue Moon thing, I can't believe I never connected
It's the way
dots.
that people understand it because
Yeah.
it's the one thing that's ubiquitous in our culture when it comes to garnishing beer.
Right.
So,
Sure.
I mean, even at the Mallards baseball game, they'll stick if they have Blue Moon that year, they'll stick an orange on
Yeah.
it. So it's real simple. It's straightforward. It gets people back to a mindset, and it kind of puts it gets you a base note.
Yeah.
I don't like gin and tonics, but I can drink this. This is just a different, it's not, and it's kind of funny because I do love that lime. I'm a lime fan, so you would think I would be like a gin and tonic lime person. But this does just bring up a whole new thing, and that mint and orange together, that might be something I start experimenting with a little bit more. That's
Tom
I never put
mentioned-
those two together before.
Tom mentioned honey as a thing that it would kind of be your go-to if you had a concern about getting there. Mint is one of those garnishes that you can put in a lot of things and garnish with mint and bring that cocktail right back around. The next cocktail that we're going to make also has mint as a garnish. So it's one of those
beautiful too.
It's one of those rounding notes. Plus, everybody has it growing wild in their yard in many cases.
Totally.
No kidding. It's like the best weed ever.
I wouldn't go that far.
Uh-oh.
You're very right.
Yeah, I'm with Trixie. We're the same way with gin. These in a can changes everything. It really does. As she hands me another one. Oh, we're toasting. Sorry. I didn't know, dude.
You're so rude.
Well, dude, I don't want to spill it on this. I've been through that before. Yeah, I have a bottle of gin at home. I realize I will drink anything. I think I'm just right back where I was before.
Was that new information?
No, but gin was not my sweet spot. But the way this is just changes my whole outlook on gin. Beautiful.
The crazy part about gin, and there's almost 600 SKUs in the UK of gins, and the spectrum is immense. If the only definitional quality of gin is it has to have juniper, there are so many gins that skew so far to one side of the spectrum that they're closer to flavored vodka than they are a typical London dry that people will tell you unequivocally they love or hate. So in there is a gin that everybody will find a spot for themselves in, the Gin Highway.
You ain't got to sneak your dad's beef eater.
True.
Out of the closet. Okay, there you go. Trixie, are you leaving us?
No.
Oh, cool. What's our next move?
Limousine rye whiskey. I'm a big bourbon on the rocks person, and I will do whiskey once in a while, but it's got to have the flavor behind it. And this limousine rye that Dancing Goat does is pretty on point.
Are we saying that right?
Limousine rye?
We say limousine because it's really hard to sell limousine in Wisconsin because we sound douchebag-ish.
Yeah, we do, don't we?
Douchebag-ish.
Douchebag-ish.
It's the French pronunciation.
Douchebag-ish. But, that rye factor in here, just, it still equates to me that I can still pour this on the rocks and make a really good sipper and enjoy it. I mean, I just really like the flavors in here. The rye isn't super overpowering, which oftentimes can, ruin it because it's like that aftertaste that never goes away. But the balance in this one is just on point.
We are super excited with what's going on now at the Goat. We by the end of the year we'll have 5 stills in operation. We built the first rick house outside of Kentucky, a true Kentucky rick outside of Kentucky, first one ever built. We're literally building Little Kentucky and Little Cambridge. So we're super excited to get people back out once things open up even a little bit more. And then one of the cool things back to gin is we're building the first gin academy anywhere in the United States. Where you sign up for a gin class, we've got 16 little Portuguese copper pot stills.
We're going back to college.
Yeah, I know.
We refer to them as like little one-hitters, and we will 2.5 hours later, you leave with the gin you just made.
Whoa.
We teach you we teach you safety, we teach you how to distill, we help you build your recipe. We take all the lavender that you think you want to put into your gin off the table because it's way too much lavender, and then we'll proof that down while we have a cocktail, and you'll leave with the gin you just made.
Everyone can feel so hoity-toity. That's great. Like they get a little say in what they're drinking and experience with it. Then they get to go to their friends and be like, "Yep, I know what I'm talking about."
Know what I'm talking about. Built this, made it. So we'll actually save it in a database so that people, if they really like their gin, and we don't want you to walk away with a bad gin, so we're going to help you with your recipe, and then you'll be able to call us back and say, we want you to make us 6 more bottles for Christmas presents.
That's so fun. It's such a cool idea. It's so I feel like those experiential things these days it just adds a different element to going out and experiencing something.
We have built a cross between a science lab and a Willy Wonka factory out in Cambridge where we want people to turn corners and have WTF moments where it's that whole notion of what goes on behind that wall.
Yeah.
Why is that backlit? What is the story in there? How do I get into that room? We want all of those moments to be a place where people experience. So that 20 and 30-year-old new drinker is not looking to sit on bar stools as much as my generation did. They're looking for experiences, and they're looking to include a bunch of knowledge when they leave somewhere.
Totally.
So what we've got now is our house cocktail. It's a limousine maple smash, limousine rye maple smash. So it's got 3 ingredients, 1 garnish. The garnish is mint, again, as previously referenced. It's got limousine rye. It's got our own barrel-aged maple syrup. That maple syrup comes from family land that is up near Shawano, and then fresh lemon juice. So that is kind of a typical smash where you've got that acidity with that that's balanced with the sweetness, and that is a cocktail. People, because they think it's maple syrup, it's only a fall cocktail, but that lemon juice brings it right back into that summer kind of component. So that's our cocktail.
Awesome.
The syrup, first of all, is my child's favorite syrup. He will not go back to having regular old syrup.
It's so good.
So sophisticated palate, I don't know. Yay! No idea where we're headed with that.
The Pearl Milling Company is sad to hear that.
But
call it Aunt Jemima!
Fantastic cocktail. I love the limousine rye. We actually drink it on the rocks at our house. Sometimes not on the rocks, depending on what time of night it is and how I'm feeling. But yeah, just a wonderful cocktail overall. And I do like it. Feels fall to me. I know you say with the lemon it can come back around, but having that maple in there, that always cues fall for me for some reason. So,
sure.
Perfect cocktail.
One of the things with our maple syrup is that, and I think Nick would argue that is the thing he's probably most proud of that he's ever made, because he got it in a cocktailer's mentality. He got the viscosity right. It integrates. I made this cocktail this morning, which is hilarious because my wife just walks out and she walks into the kitchen. I'm making cocktails at 5 a.m. She just shakes her head and keeps walking. Grabs a cup of coffee and goes and takes a shower.
Is there a Badger game this morning?
Sounds like this is not the first time
No,
this has happened.
not the first time this has happened. There's a lot of times where I'm still up making cocktails at 5 and she passes me in the kitchen. But the thing is the viscosity. Again, It's that viscosity for cocktailers where you nailed it, and it stays integrated in the cocktail throughout the entire drink. So,
yeah.
I mean, I made this an hour and a half ago, and that is still sitting in solution.
It's wonderful.
Yeah. The thing that I really like about it is the body, right? And that's what maple syrup, that's what honey does. You've got a nice touch of acidity from the lemon, obviously. The limousine rye still comes through really nicely, but then it adds a different weight, a different body element to it that is just so great with the lemon. It's refreshing, but still is substantial. So,
and that's why we finished with this, because we're in a different weight issue and a different conversation to those gin cocktails, because they didn't have that. And one of the things that some of us who are gin people, I drink those too fast. The weight slows me down a little bit because the mouthfeel. So it get those gin cocktails, they go down too quick sometimes.
Yeah, no, I totally agree.
I don't know. Mine are both gone at the same time. Yeah, delicious. It's a beautiful cocktail. You guys, thank you. When those gin classes, what's the schedule and how can people investigate them?
And we make no bones about it. We're going to run it ourselves through. I'm literally the only person that's in the employ of Dancing Goat that's ever taught before. So we've got to get our pacing down. We got to get our patter down. We're going to run ourselves through classes. We're going to take all of the tradespeople that have helped us build this building, and we're going to have them and their spouses run through. And then we'll start assigning people up sometime in spring. So one of the things that I know Trixie wanted to ask me was about the other piece in Cambridge that we built that we want people to come out and see.
Yeah, you've got a new facility. I mean, like, holy cats! Like, is it going to be a tasting room facility? Are you just going to be creating your mixology and brewery stuff there, or? How is that working right now?
So we've got 5 stills, as I mentioned. 5 stills will be in production by the end of the year. So we've got the Death Store hybrid hybrid column pot still that we're making just the gin on. We've got a little pot still, which was our initial whiskey run. We've got our first column still. We've got a stripping column still that we got from Death Store. And then we just bought a brand new 18-inch Vendome column that we'll take delivery with at the end of October, which will put our capacity at about 5,000 barrels a year of whiskey alone, and then we'll still have all the other places to play. So we also built the first rick house outside of Kentucky, built by the Busick family, that's built all of the big Kentucky, Tennessee ricks for 3 generations now. They came up and wanted to build with us because our first 7,800 barrel rick was really cute, quote, really cute and really small, and we've never built one this tiny before.
So for everyone out there, so there's a lot of people out there that don't know what a rick house is.
Yep.
Tell me more about that.
So a rick house is that, so we'll be able to actually tell people what actual terroir is in whiskey, because we're not going to be aging it in a warehouse. It's not going to be a pole barn. It's not going to be in a physically closed facility. So we're using Wisconsin grains as much as possible. We are going to then age it in a Wisconsin climate, and what that means is that building has no heating, it has no cooling, it has no fire suppression, inexplicably, and the windows are open from April to October to get that circulation of air through those barrels. So all that liquid will go deep into the wood of those barrels during the hotter months and then completely come out during the cold months. So that interplay of wood to spirit is what gets you that gorgeous whiskey. So we are doing exactly what they've done for centuries in Ireland and Scotland, and what they've done for centuries again in Kentucky and Tennessee.
This is why science is awesome.
Science is awesome, absolutely.
Like,
Mr.
right there.
Quarterback of the Packers.
Yeah. Get it
Believe in
together. Science gives us tasty cocktails,
I wanna make
and it actually
homeopathic
allows
whiskey.
you to play the game.
Science!
Science. I love it.
Dumbing down your smartphone. One podcast at a time. Listen, rate, and subscribe to the JJO Morning Show podcast.
Workman's Relief for whatever the holidays throw at you. Apple spice, pumpkin spice, candy cane, and gingerbread THC products derived from legal hemp. Free shipping with products over $75. Order yours at workmansrelief.com.
Get up with Johnny and D. JJO.
Drop 'em out, let me see them titties. Gonna take along with those tiggle bitties. Arizona's looking nice.
Not okay. Not Aranda. Not Paul Rogers. Not Free. Not Lord's Holiday. But close enough. I'll take it. I got to tell you, Hulu is going to do a documentary. I love these documentaries.
I do too.
What do you think the next big Hulu documentary is going to be about? I guess I saw it coming. I guess it's time. The next big documentary.
It's going to be on.
What do you think it's going to?
Pete Davidson's Lovers.
No, good guess. Remember when Janet Jackson's nipple came out during the Super Bowl halftime?
I'll never forget it, John.
In 2004? That means that means I'm almost 30.
Shut up.
The Super Bowl halftime shocked audiences. Justin Timberlake ripped open half of Janet Jackson's top to expose a pierced nipple.
Right. Wasn't it a nipple shield?
Yep. It was a moment that made pop culture history, put the teen wardrobe malfunction in a common vernac, and sent certain sects of the population into an uproar. Not at my house. I was like lubing up.
What's the Larry the Cable Guy line? I never craved chocolate milk so bad in my life. Damn it.
My grandma. I love trying to do an impression of him. My grandma just went on medical marijuana, Meals for Wheels out in the front of her house 8 times a day. It's hard to do. Anyways, it was weird because Janet seems to be the one that caught hell.
Right.
Not Justin Timberlake. So the topic and more explored in-depth subject, upcoming episode, FX and Hulu. It's called Malfunction, the Dressing Down of Janet Jackson. And I have rewatched the nipple scene 500 times. It was actually a good show. Kid Rock, and it was kind of like the greatest hits type thing. Oh, here it comes. And boom.
Wow.
I mean, literally less than a second. Is that fair? I mean,
I cannot believe the uproar.
1 second. Well,
but then again, I couldn't believe the uproar.
The bigger problem for, I think, the majority of Moral America was the shape of the boob, not just the fact there was a shield. Because if you literally watch that in real time, that shield happens so fast, you don't see the shield, you see the shape of the boob.
Oh.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Get in there. Yeah, get in there. Tell Daddy how much you like his radio show. Tell Daddy.
Oh.
So it's going to be called Malfunction, the Dressing Down of Janet Jackson. And where this is going to go, the episode will feature rarely seen footage, interview some of the people who were manning the control.
The Pruder film, we're going to have 8 different angles of the titty.
Is that a nipple? What is that? Other key figures include music industry insiders, cultural critics, and members of the Jackson family helping to paint a thorough portrait of the fallout. And how Janet got dumped on.
Yep.
She did.
Yep.
He did the ripping. She didn't do it. I thought it was grossly unfair. I thought Justin Timberlake laughed it off. He laughed it off on late night talk shows.
I thought she got thrown under the bus.
And I thought she got thrown under the bus and was very much victimized.
Yep, 100%.
Yeah.
I'm worried that this documentary is going to, dare I say it, is going to make me not like Justin Timberlake as much.
Maybe. Directed and produced by Jody Gomes, debuting November 19th. Mark that down, 10 p.m. Eastern. November 19th.
Okay.
FX and Hulu. What do you think?
Well, you know, I'm in, dude.
Oh, you nasty boys.
When the hell does the new Yellowstone start?
I think we're 4 days away.
Oh,
there was a picture of a Rip in a hot tub that I'm not going to say got me a little excited.
Did it move a little bit?
Yeah, a little bit.
That's
whatever.
Nice. November 7th is Yellowstone.
I mean, if I was gay, I guess I'd pick Rip. I don't know. I don't know how that works.
Well, Rip ain't going to pick you, boy.
No, I'm good. I got a bevy of cowboys out here. I'm good. Don't worry about that.
Need your soft DJ.
So, it's weird. I guess this is okay. I mean, it's okay from a timestamp. I'm looking at it like, how much can you milk? How much can you milk what Justin Timberlake did to Janet Jackson? How much can you glean off of that?
Well, I don't know.
Basically, it's people's opinion. We see the documentary. We know what happened.
Yeah.
You know.
I don't know. There's a lot of details that I don't know about it.
Was it planned?
Of the time frame,
sure,
right?
Sure.
Yeah.
Were there people backstage? Okay, count down. 3, 2, 1. He's going to rip it off.
Well, because that'd be weird to wear a nipple shield if you weren't showing your nip.
Right. And I would think with the shield, it was staged. The fact that there was a
100%.
nipple shield on there to cover most of it up. So, and I'm trying to remember what was the FCC ruling on that. You'll have to help me out with that.
Oh my God, they crucified Janet Jackson. That's why we haven't heard from her since. She's been drawn and quartered.
I guess the fallout for Janet, I guess, is a documentary in itself, and her. I don't know if it's a fallout from that and trying to get her career back. I don't know,
dude. It's just a titty.
I know.
I cannot get over
Yeah.
these weird, the fear of nakedness in this country.
Yeah.
And
We ain't Europe.
what am I going to tell my kids?
Yeah, we're not Europe.
Oh, I know, dude. You talk to people. There's a Russian lady at the barn, and she talks all the time about how prude we are over here. She's like, you go to Europe, and there's just titties hanging out everywhere.
If it was a wardrobe malfunction, that titty would have popped out by itself. Justin would have reached over and pulled it off. Now, I'm not saying they weren't both on board with it. They were, clearly.
Totally.
Because it was timed out and synchronized.
But she's the one.
But she's the one that ultimately paid the price.
Right.
And I've seen Janet Jackson in concert. Dude, it will blow your mind.
Yeah.
Totally cool.
Yeah.
I've seen her twice. You should, well, she'll probably never tour again.
Yeah. I'm watching that for sure.
But I saw her in, 88 and 90 when she was prime.
Oh, dude, was that like Rhythm Nation?
Mm-hmm.
Good stuff. That was a great record.
It's a great record. Good ballads on there. Great
I used to
dance
make
track.
up dancing routines to this.
Yeah, I don't blame you. How old were you in 88? Like 10?
7.
That makes me 30.
Some of your math just don't add up, John.
Well, maybe this will add up.
Stop flexing. You're going to hurt yourself.
I think I just cramped up. The whiskey just came home.
The JJO Morning Show podcast with Johnny and D. Listen, rate, subscribe. Catch a new show every Monday through Friday, 6 till 10 a.m. on 94.1 JJO or streaming anywhere in the JJO app. Johnny and D. Nowhere but JJO.